you pick a character you like, right? Whatever just jumps out to you at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'll use an example. Fatal Fury, right? Fatal Fury, perfect example, right? Game comes out, you're like, all right, everyone's on a new playing field. Who am I gonna play?
Yeah.
Right? So I look at the character select screen, what jumps out, right? So the first thing I did was like, I'm not trying to play something, which is weird because I do feel like it's kind of a stupid mentality to have.
Yeah.
But I instantly flock to something that people don't want to play. People that don't want to see.
It's a weird character.
People that don't like characters that don't fit a certain mold.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And for Fatal Fury, I was like, you know what, screw it. Salvatore first.
Okay.
Right?
That's that character. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There is a character to fit that. Yeah, that's that.
Okay.
And I'm playing him and I'm like, all right, this is fun. But I already knew, and this is the thing, right? You kind of know instantly when a character's lacking something.
Yeah, okay.
Even though you don't know the tier list yet, you're like, yeah. Right? So I'm playing him for a little bit. And I was like, all right, cool. His buttons don't feel great.
Yeah.
He gets lamed out extremely easily.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right? Like you can definitely just see it.
Yeah.
Right? And then on top of that, right? So besides for the character choice, while I'm playing, I start seeing how everybody else wants to play.
Okay.
Right? So I'm like, okay, what does the game do?
Yeah.
And again, like Fatal Fury is a perfect example for literally all of that. Because it's the game, the characters kind of play the engine, right?
Yeah.
The mechanics.
Yes.
No character feels different.
Yeah.
Right? Because guess what? EX in the EX, plus on block normal, plus on block normal, EX in the EX, you know, like, and then super. That's it, right? Like every character does the exact same thing, which is really sad when you think about it. So, right, I'm playing Salvatore. All these characters are doing EX in the EX. I'm having a pretty rough time, right? So I go back to character select screen and I go, what character does not allow that to happen?
Yeah.
There was only one character on this character select screen that did that. Hokutomaru.
Okay. And so basically you're trying to figure out, it's very interesting what you said about, you're kind of seeing how people want to play the game, right? And that also determines on what the weird character is, or the character that does the opposite of what's expected. Do you feel that that's kind of, when you choose a character like that, do you feel it kind of throws people off? Is it kind of, do you notice it when you play in bracket, that there's kind of that buff there, right? You know how they're wanting to play it, right? Because if they're playing the way that you feel like people want to play the game, then you kind of have like an upper hand in that situation where
I have my own, I guess, uniqueness of frustrating the player, but in a different way.
Yeah.
It's not frustrating the player as in Dominion, who really will just Sonic Boom and Flash Kick.
Yeah.
Right? It's more like frustrating the player by kind of finessing them.
Okay.
Right? So like Street Fighter 4, I could finesse people with Sakura by demoralizing them with a 30-second combo.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sakura had some, you can do some FADC long combos.
So I could see it like, peripheral vision.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like he's feeling these hits.
Yeah.
Like I stunned him and I will waste all bar. Like, so Reptile just had the annoying dashes. I would throw the slow force ball and just dash.
Yeah.
And like I could see that I'm visually annoying the player. So, right? Okay. But it's not like again, like people like to say I play lame, but that's not actually even the case.
Yeah.
Right? Like Marvel 3 was a little different, right? Because
Well,
I
yeah,
played garbage
you're
characters.
playing-
But when Morgan came out,
Yeah.
you know, and I saw like the fireball stuff work and the Doom missiles, which I have zero idea why no one used.
Yeah.
It was locking people down. And I started noticing again, right, that, wait, so people want to pick Wolverine and go nuts.
Yeah, of course.
Which characters do not allow Wolverine to go nuts?
Yeah.
Right? So I'm playing Morgan, you know, just shooting fireballs. And I start noticing that it works. And
Yeah.
people start getting frustrated. People start running into it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like, I can apply this logic to everything.
Yeah,
You know?
no, this is like blowing my mind right now.
Which is why right now it's modern Mai.
Yeah.
Right? Modern
okay.
Mai, I can go through literally like Evo, I go through 2 sets of pools.
Yeah, yeah,
And I could beat people and they won't even touch me.
yeah.
Like, because they see that not only do they see Mai, and they're already going, I don't even want to play this game no more,
Yeah,
right? Which
that's
is perfectly
great.
fine. But they then see the M.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like I play Modern Mai and I play Modern Chun, and
Yeah.
they see that M.
Well, there's some psychological damage. There.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, well, I can't, like, okay, you get instant DP. You know, it's like already like there's.
Yeah, they think I'm like, which is why, you know, I get booed and stuff a lot, right? Because
Sure.
they see this style and they're like, damn, like your entire game plan for all these games is just to annoy people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, right, Kokudamaru, Fatal Fury, I get to jump, and then I just jump away. And I jump forward, and then I jump back.
Yeah.
And they're just like, damn it,
Yeah.
what do I do? And then I jump back, kick, and they're like, I got hit by the kick. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You
no,
just ran into it.
it's so funny because like like you mentioned, it's not just about playing lame. There's another element. You say you finesse your opponents, and that starts at the character select screen. And by knowing how people want to play the game and finding the very antithesis to that, that probably helps you go through the bracket like pretty effectively. I mean, because like there's going to be a lot of players who are, I mean, if you've identified the play style that they want to go for, and then there's this idea of psychological damage, mental damage, and I'm sure like you know all the best fighting game players know about this. But it's like the stun bar in Street Fighter 4,
Yeah.
you know, or 2. You can't see it, but you know it's there, and you know, like just like in those games where if you know you don't see the bar, but you know that you start doing the jab to like get the stun or whatever. Like there must be some moments in terms of the psychological game where maybe some tells or something that you see in your opponent. I mean. It's and then you must also run into very resilient players who are very strong-minded. Even if they're dealing with something they're not familiar with, maybe they'll run into it a couple times, but then they'll stop.
Yeah.
Do you like how do you see these? How do people react to your gameplay styles? And what do you have like a tier list of how do you know if somebody's like I mean when you play in a bracket, you don't know how good some players might be. There might be some killers.
So for the most part, like when I go to a tournament like a major, right?
Yeah.
I already have it in my head. I'm making it out of pools.
Okay.
So just by default, I don't even care who's in my pool. I'm like, I'm making it out of my pool.
Sure.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And like, it's that confidence that like instantly just gets me out of pools.
Yeah.
Then like the second set of pools when you're fighting like a really good player, right? So like, for example, this Evo, I ran into Shudo.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's one of the better Akumas, right?
Yeah.
And he's obviously a really good player.
Yeah.
And all the way up until that moment, I kind of did the game plan, right?
Okay.
I'm modern. Let's see what they do.
Yeah.
I perfect them. Okay, game over, right?
Yeah.
Next opponent. I'm modern. Let's
Yeah.
see what they do. Right? There's like a moment, you know, guy does level 3, hits me. I have 2 bars,
Yeah.
and he does EX Fireball. And I'm just like, damn, like you really, all right. You know, and by like instantly. And I'm just like, well, you know what? It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
And like, but you could see it. They go, ah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah. It's glowing.
Yeah,
you know, like, so
you
like
see.
a lot of people really just, they're really just lost in what, I'm able to do. Now, I've run into Shudo. He's clearly better player.
Oh.
He's playing Akuma. For starters, right, there are certain things that my style will not be able to stop.
Okay.
Right? And it's characters like Akuma,
Yeah.
where it's like, doesn't matter how good my anti-airs can be, he can keep on switching up his air approach.
Oh, yeah. He's got demon flip, dive
demon
kick.
flip and stuff like
got
that.
All that stuff, yeah.
And, we have a like close set, and he's not afraid, right? So he's playing me normally, like how he would play anybody else.
Yeah.
So at that point, I have to go from I'm fighting random people to this is it. This is my make or break moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to try to play as clean as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. And like that's how I approach like every match, like from then on, where I know like I'm gonna run into these players and that everyone's gonna treat me like I'm, just another player, another good player. And then boom, like we have a nice clean match. He takes it, and that's it, right? And I just go into my next matches, just try to play as clean as possible and see how it goes.
So as you climb up the bracket, I haven't gotten past, like third round in any like Evo or anything like that. But is there like you must start running into people that you played a million times before at a certain point, right? And I guess there's kind of a different approach. You have to reset your mindset for opponents that you've played many times before. And I guess this is where you start understanding the player and having to watch the tapes and things like that. And I mean, do you prepare for like certain player matchups? Do you have beef with certain players? Do you want to get revenge on certain players and you focus on them a little bit more for a tournament? Have you ever done that? Or do you kind of see it more holistically in trying to win the whole tournament?
So for the most part, let's say I lose to a player and I really want to play them again and beat them.
Yeah.
I've already ran everything in my head.
Okay.
I've ran all the situations. I know where I mess up. I'm like, why would I do that there? Why would I freeze up in these moments? Stuff like that. Like, it's already like downloaded. Most of the time, I don't even need to watch footage.
Yeah.
I already have figured out like what I'm supposed to do and stuff like that. If it's a person I like, just haven't like, I don't get to play as much.
Yeah.
Then I just kind of have to like. First, you have to play the character, then you have to play the player.
Yes.
So like a lot of times, I'll get like certain info.
Yeah.
But then clearly they're gonna adapt or whatever, right? So that's why I just say like I just want to have the cleanest match.
Yeah.
Right. If I win or lose, I want to go out good.
Yeah, the sloppy situations where everything's spaghetti. That's, I guess, in a certain way. I mean, those are bound to happen. You can't always have clean matches, right? There's always going to be something that's kind of accidental, or this is fighting games, right? The moment where I mean, you've probably gone away with wins where you accidentally did something you didn't want to do, but then that ended up winning it, or the thing that you wanted to do. And you messed it up is why you won as well. Like, I mean, like, I don't know, like a simple example of doing like maybe you wanted to wake up super and you misinput it and it didn't come out, but they blocked it. And because it didn't come out, it saved your life and stuff like that. In fighting games, it's not always clean, right?
There's actually a moment, this was grand finals of a tournament in Mexico. I was fighting a Makoto player. It's 2-2, last game, last round. And like we're just at this point we're like scared as hell. Next hit wins pretty much.
Yeah.
And I accidentally get DP. And it hits.
Oh, you accidentally did a DP.
Yeah, it was Sakura DP.
Oh, Sakura DP. Yeah.
So the running
That's
one.
long range. Yeah.
And I was like but then it hit,
You're like,
and
yeah.
I won, and that was how I won the tournament.
The whole tournament.
and like we all just look at each other. We're like,
Well,
all right, and it's just like obviously, exactly as you say, right? You don't. Sometimes you probably are not gonna get the thing that you want, and a lot of times it may work out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So like in that situation, the worst thing humanly imaginable happened.
Yeah, DP in neutral.
And then, oh snap! Like a hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
I'm sorry to hear that. like it, literally just that, and
Yeah.
then we just like look at each other. You laugh.
Yeah. No. I mean, it must look kind of godlike to just like an observer just watching. It's just like, whoa, okay, I guess that worked. But I guess if you watch the tape, you're like, okay, that must have been a mistake.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Because that's not a smart play in that moment. But okay, yeah. So I guess like, yeah.